We spent 3 hours on the dirt dodging these 5-inch long tyre shredding railway spikes. And we're heading into South Australia. We're actually making it into the state of our destination for this holiday. Last episode finished with us heading down the Bins track back to the Plenty Highway.
Hello and welcome to Audrey the ICONN Adventures. I'm Connie.
And I'm Daryl.
And this is Audrey the ICONN.
As we approached the end of the Plenty Highway so that we could turn south to head down the Stewart Highway, I'd said to Connie that I had a few surprises for her. First one was this great monument that NT's built, showcasing the Tropic of Capricorn. So here we are crossing it for the second time in just 5 days. Proceed a little further, and on the left-hand side we came to a monument that shows our elevation above sea level as 772 metres. This is the highest point of the Stewart Highway between Adelaide and Darwin. Getting pretty close to Alice Springs now, and they got this beautiful welcome to Alice Springs on the side of the road. So it was the perfect place to stop and do the quick photo before we headed into town. We did a little bit of exploring while in Alice. We weren't here all that long. We found a place that probably not many visitors get to. I'm not even sure we were meant to be there. Anyway, it had an awesome view of both the west and the east MacDonnell Ranges. I think we just jagged the right time of day. It was a bit overcast and the light on the mountains was just spectacular. With the expectation of doing somewhere around 8,000 kilometres, I made sure I packed all of the servicing gear I need for Audrey, and she came due when we arrived in Alice Springs. So here I am playing with that lovely grease. Everything looked good. She should be ready to go for the rest of the holiday now. Morning everybody. Day 7. Connie up off the road, there's a car coming. We're at the end of the bitumen here for the next day or so. We're heading down to a special place that I don't know how many people go to. So, a lot of dirt to do between here and there. So he was very polite and slowed down. And we'll just come back here. So we're just airing down tyres because could be a bit how you're going. I've been told this morning the road has been freshly graded. At the same time, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be smooth. We came across the Plenty Highway, and I know it's called the Plenty because it's got plenty of corrugations, and damn tootin' it had plenty of corrugations. So, yeah, we're just airing down here. It's a nice day for driving because it's overcast. It's probably not even 20 degrees yet. So we're having an absolute ball on this trip. And the best thing is, we've still got another 5.5 weeks to go. So
woo!
Thanks for following along. And we'll touch base again with you all soon. Bye. Come and enjoy some corrugations with us. We're on the historical Old Garn rail trail here, heading south towards the desert town of Fink. On the right hand side we happen to have the desert racetrack, and about every 5 kilometres you'll see a bonnet. There's a big number on it. Just here you'll see 155, being 155 kilometres from the start. Anyway, just after this we happen to spot a herd of wild donkey.
Pretty cool. Yeah. Bye.
Wild camel will really finish it off. Even though the track had been graded, gosh, it was rough. So glad that we took the time to air down as soon as we got off the bitumen a little earlier. You may notice while we're driving along, we're veering from one side of the road to the other, not necessarily staying on a constant line. One reason was to see if we could find a smoother bit of the road. The second one, probably even more so, was every dark object you saw was potentially a railway spike. So we had to make sure that we were avoiding all of those. I said earlier today that would be awesome. There you go. Well, we survived all the corrugations, and as far as I know, Eddie the Everest and Audrey the ICONN are in one piece. So I said earlier this video that we're on our way to somewhere special, and to me this is a place that we've never been to before. I've wanted to come here for a long time, and I'm going to show it to you, and those of you who know. Those of you who have been here before, I say congratulations and well done. It is a fantastic place to come and visit. It takes serious effort to get here. It's the way we came was probably the most intense drive I've ever done, because for about 180 kilometres I spent the entire time just looking at exactly where the tyres have to go so that we didn't hit the old railway line spikes. Now, for those of you that still don't quite know where this is the geographical centre of mainland Australia. I think it's known as Lamberts, Lamberts. So the structure here is a 5-metre scaled version of the world's greatest flag on top of the pole as a miniature replica of what's on top of our Parliament House in Canberra. I thought it only appropriate that we get a picky of Eddie and Audrey there, and the wind's blowing just gently. Might be better if it was blowing savagely to get rid of the flies. They are next level out here this afternoon. So welcome to the centre of Australia, and we're going to go over the back there just a little bit and have a camp for the night so we can continue on this great trip of ours. Bye for now. Such an awesome location. We celebrated by having a fire this evening. Good morning, everybody. As you can see, it's still very, very overcast. I put a request into Mama Nature yesterday and very kindly asked if we could have a beautiful sunrise to video for all of you. And she went, request denied. You can have precipitation from about 3 o'clock in the morning onwards. So we've got up this morning, super quick pack up because we didn't set up very much last night. Just so I can get back out to the main road. The 13 kilometres coming in here, if it rained particularly too much, it could make it extremely interesting for getting back out. So we're all packed up, about to fire up Eddie and hit the road and change our plans back to the plans that we originally had. Bye. After getting away from camp nice and early this morning, just to make sure we can get back to the main road here, we thought it time to pull over and have some brekkie. So there's only been one other car on the road this morning with the fresh tracks on the damp road. A few places were in the last sort of 30 odd kilometres where the water is starting to sheet a little bit. So it's actually a little softer under the tyre than at first I thought it would be. So here you are, just showing a nice simple setup. We've got a little butane cooker that we use for these sorts of roadside stops rather than setting up the proper kitchen. So just here on a beautiful Thursday morning. We've been on the road for a week today. So Just a lovely little spot, literally on the side of the road. Have some brekkie before we keep heading out to the highway. Back. Well, here we are. A few days ago we were crossing into the territory, coming across on the Plenty Highway, and today we're heading down the Stuart Highway again after getting back onto the Stuart Highway at Caldera, and we're heading into South Australia. So we're actually making it into the state of our destination for this holiday. So they've spent some nice money here to make a beautiful sign to welcome you in either direction. It's a very popular spot, great spot to stop and have some lunch, toilet block, some shelters, etc. So South Australia, here we come. Next episode we head to the Painted Desert and beyond.